Hello, and thank you for listening to this episode of the Billy Newman Photo Podcast. My name is Billy Newman. I'm here today with Marina Hansen. How you doing, Marina?
Hey, Billy, I'm doing well.
Thanks for doing one of these podcasts with me. Thanks for hanging out in the studio. It's been a snow day today. We had Eugene and the valley floor here in the Willamette Valley get hit with a couple inches of snow. So things seem like they're pretty slowed down. We didn't really do much at all today.
Yeah, the times that we were out and moving around, I didn't really see many other people.
Not too many other
Seemed pretty slowed
people.
down.
Yeah, there's a few folks that seem to be moving around early today. I saw a few folks that were still getting to places. It seemed like the main street, like 11th and High Street over here, like all those, seemed like they're still getting a little bit of traffic and a lot of places were still open. But it also, I looked at a lot of signs on windows that said like we're closing at 4, we're closing at 5 because of the weather.
Yeah, a lot of earlier closing today.
Yeah, well, they should. I mean, it's
it's pretty. We walked just
pretty
a
icy.
little while ago. Yeah, now that it's nighttime here, and it was pretty icy.
Yeah, it's so icy, man. Yeah, so we went out though for a while. We took some pictures of it for a while.
Yeah,
we have our bags, our two new bigger low pro bags. Yeah, the Magnum 200. I really like it. I've been really into trying to figure out like ways to configure it. I don't know if we talked about it too much. We talked about like the idea of getting pro bags and stuff. So we did it. We jumped on it.
We did it.
We got it. And we were packing them up. So Marina was packing her bag up and like moving the phone pieces around and stuff. I was trying to figure out how to do mine to make the camera and stuff fit the way that you want it to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it was a little tricky at first. There's sometimes like you think, oh man, I wish actually there was more space in this bag than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, having a taller bag isn't necessarily more space for daily use.
Yeah.
For travel, it is because you would stack things
Right.
in
Travel.
a more long-term way. But for something where you're going to be reaching in and moving stuff around during an hour or two that you're using it, that extra height really doesn't give you as much more space.
I think that there are 3 or 4 lenses, those big lenses that you would carry that were sort of assumed or designed around it.
It works great for our telephoto.
Yeah.
And the 14 millimeter fits really nicely on
I think
there.
it was sort of thought of as something like if you're a photojournalist at a newspaper, like the kit is like that bag and you have the long lens, you know, part of it. So I guess that's why they built it as tall as they did. But I agree with you though, that I need something that's a little shorter, maybe, or like even just by an inch or two in a sense, but like something that's like a little bit more squat. But something that's still kind of rectangular like that. But I noticed that, the dividers, it cuts it up into small spaces. Sometimes you're like, oh, I barely fit this tiny lens in here.
Yeah, still rearranging and figuring it out. I think I like the way mine's set up now.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. It seems to fit my camera body with a big lens on it, and then 2 big lenses and 1 small lens.
Yeah.
And then other small items seem to fit pretty well.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
I
cool setup,
I want to
cool
pack
bag.
mine up with some more of the accessories and stuff, like the other like pieces that are kind of
Yeah, I was getting some different little tripod mount attachment pieces and
we need to get a few more of those
SD cards
around, and we should probably like get our media sorted out. The other part too is that when we divide our lens set between us and put it into bags, it really kind of thins out pretty quickly. So we gotta fill it in with some more stuff, even though I run out of space to put lenses anyway. It's not like we have more room than we need, but I do need I want to like think about that a little bit, or like sort out like different pieces to go at different spots. But it's been really cool. So we grabbed those, we jumped out, we had our ham radios, which was cool. We got new antennas and batteries as a Christmas present from our friend, from Dave, who's been on the podcast. And we got our ham set up, but we jammed out. Yeah, we were walking around in the snow for a little while. And we took off in different directions and took a bunch of pictures. I filled up the camera card that I had.
Oh yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's cool. There's a bunch of pictures of you. I want to shoot, or I want to look at those later too. It's fun.
I like those.
Yeah, it's fun. But we had the hams or the walkie talkies going, so we could talk back and forth while we were walking around in different sections of the snow. That was cool. I had a fun time checking it out. It was nice this afternoon when it got it seemed like it was mostly cloudy, but it was kind of clearing off. There's a lot of sunlight passing through. It looked really pretty in the evening. It was cool to be out. I like that look of the snow.
Yeah.
It's sort of illuminated from the side.
It looked
Puts it
really
in the
pretty in
shade.
the evening. It was all sparkly and kind of golden, shiny toned.
Yeah, it was really cool. I'm glad we got to do it. It was fun, but I bet we got a handful of photos from doing that.
I think
which we
so.
should go through later. I filled up the car, like I was saying. Oh, and I started a new roll of film today too. In the F4, I put a new roll in yesterday, and I think I took like 3 or 4 pictures, walking around and checking out the snow with you today. It was cool. A couple days ago, though, yeah, I finished the roll, and I dropped it off at Dotson's, and they did the develop only thing. I went in and picked it up yesterday, and I came home when you were gone, and I booted up the old film scanner, and I was clipping my film, 5 negatives long, put it in the film scanner and ran it through, and I got a bunch of negatives scanned through. I think I scanned through the whole roll.
That's great.
Yeah, just about. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think most of the roll worked out pretty well. Or like, there's a photograph to scan out of it from each frame that was there, and there's a handful that were pretty good. I think it goes back part of the way to like Hell's Canyon. I think it's the beginning of the roll there. So there's photos of you.
A little ways back.
Yeah, for my drive from in September out to Hell's Canyon, which is kind of cool. And there's a couple of you in the canyon, or like when we were driving up into Hell's Canyon and up toward Hat Point that we talked about on the podcast before.
Oh, right.
And that was really cool. Yeah, it was fun to see that some of those photos come back through. And then there's about 6 or 7 now from kind of the more recent period, and some of the stuff that we did in the snow week before last on our day off when we went up into the Cascades, of course, and then a few things from just a couple days ago when I was up in on Coburg Ridge, where there was a bunch of snow that had fallen just a few hundred feet higher from the valley floor here in the Willamette Valley, where we're at, like what we were talking about, where we got snow now today. We didn't have snow a couple days ago, so I went up just a few hundred feet and took a couple pictures to finish off that roll of film. But yeah, I finished it, scanned it, and was poking through it. There's a couple cool photos. It'll be fun to see. Oh, a few from the ice storm that we had a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's a few from the house that look kind of fun. And it's sort of cool how that shows up on the film with the crystally look of the
with the backlight.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I'm glad I got them. So yeah, I put a new roll of film in some of the stuff that we had for Christmas. That's stocking up on my bag right now, on the camera bag. And yeah, put new roll of film in. Took a few today. It was cool.
This is cool. I think it's cool you're getting back into film a little bit more again. I thought it was really cool.
Oh yeah, I really need to shoot
when
through.
you did that a while back.
Yeah, I need to be shooting through more. In fact, I want to use the N80 again.
Yeah, you should. You should do a roll through it.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. I want to try and.
That's a really nice camera.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's much.
It's very easy.
Yeah, it's really simple to use. It comes out really clean, so I like a lot of that. And yeah, it works really well. It's pretty battery efficient, and I want to grab it and shoot some fun photos. It's small and it's pretty light too. That's a tough thing.
It is a light one, yeah.
Yeah, the F4 it does that a bit, and sometimes there's some artifacts on the F4. Like when I look at the photographs, the negatives that come out when I scan them, yeah, there's just in some ways there's sort of like at the top of the frame, there's sort of like a darkened. I don't know if it's a shadow or just sort of the way it comes out or the way it's exposed. If you, I'm just supposed to crop around that or something, but there's just kind of a discoloration right at the top. But it's good. It comes out well. It meters really well still. It works fine. So I'm really happy to be taking pictures of it. It's so heavy and like thick sometimes.
Yeah, it feels like a chunk of a camera. A little hefty piece of metal.
Yeah, it's a little slower with like newer technology, like the newer glass or the newer lenses. It's not, the F4 isn't as adept as the A80 is to communicate with it or to do like the aperture roll. You have to manually roll the aperture on the F4. All that stuff's fun. It's fine. But I want to shoot with the N80 again. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, you should. It'd be cute.
A lot of my favorite photos up on my portfolio board from 2014, 13 and 14 when I was shooting with the N80 for a little while. That was really cool. I liked that.
Yeah, you got a really nice collection of stuff with that camera.
Yeah. So I want to keep pushing on it and do some more stuff. That'd be cool. I think it'd be pretty fun. Oh man, and now it's a new year, and I have to restart all of the Hootsuite stuff that I've got going, or all the social media posts, all the posts that go out to Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and all those photos. So I need to go back through now. I need to like pull up a bunch of new stuff of the old photos from the archives that we've had to go through. I want to try and get some new photos too that we haven't seen before,
right?
From stuff in the history.
I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, alternates, something like that. Different things from the Tetons, different things from like the barn or wherever it is, whatever. Different stuff from the Alvord, maybe. I don't know if there's a lot from there, but there's probably
there are a
enough
couple things to pull out there.
There's probably enough to at least like go back through some of those other trips and pull out some of the alternates from that, and then some of the main ones that we had from photos like that. So I think it'd be cool to populate a bunch of photographs for that for the next few months. to be scheduled to go out. And then I want to put up a bunch of the new photos that we have from like this last December going to.
Yeah, just these last few weeks.
Yeah, the Northern Cascades, like when we were up by Mount Washington. We took all those cool photos. The ice storm, all the stuff in the fall. There's a good bit of photos that we could put up that'll be good. So I have a handful ready to go to fill in, which would be fun. So we should work on that tomorrow for a little while.
Yeah.
If we're still stuck inside doing a snow day.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty fun. Oh man, and I want to work on that video project too. I want to try and do this Instagram live thing. I think it'd be cool. I want to try and like simulcast or like replay the podcast on Instagram live. It'd be cool, but I want to try and like work on some video to go along with it. So we want to go through the archives and try and pull out like some cool clips of behind the scenes videos or just sort of cool clips of video that we took while we were traveling. We were kind of going through an area or going through the Alvord Desert or coming up to a waterfall or checking out different places. So there's a few different clips that we have that are just kind of long running sequences of video that we might be able to put up and then stream at the same time that we run the live stream. It'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it would be cool. I think we've got a good little collection of videos that we can take some clips from.
I want to work on it with you tomorrow. There's a few other
I think it'd be really cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah, we should make it a cool
good media day.
Snow day, but a cool studio day.
Yeah, I'd love that. I think it'd be really cool.
No, it'd be a lot of fun. I think it'd be a bunch of fun. But yeah, we didn't post anything today. I think I posted a picture of daffodils, something like that. Maybe I got a picture of the moon I can post. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but I'm waiting on it for like another day or two before I put it all up. So, but we got a bunch of stuff from the snow today, from the ice storm last week, from trip up in the Cascades. Right. I want to share a bunch of those. I want to put up that one picture from Mount Washington. We have all those others to put up too. Oh yeah. So it'd be cool. Man, we gotta look around for snowshoes too.
Oh, you are so right. Yeah, we gotta get on that.
Now's the time we need them. The snow's so much. Gotta hike around. It'd be cool. But yeah, I think that's about everything. All the photo stuff we got going on. You have any other thoughts about photo things?
I think we just about covered it for our activities today and the last couple of days.
Yeah, we gotta do some other stuff. It'll be fun. We'll do some more stuff tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll run around in the snow for a little bit more. Talk about it again. So thanks so much, Marina, for hanging out with me for a while. Appreciate it. Doing a little podcast to the studio.
Thanks for having me on your show, Billy.
You're sweet. So on behalf of Marina Hansen, my name is Billy Newman, and I appreciate y'all listening to this episode of the Billy Newman Photo Podcast.